Guys, deluded. Now, obviously, Arsenal have just won. Arsenal 4, Vorskla 2, Arsenal 4, FC Vorskla 2. Forgive me for butchering it twice. Either way, we've won our opening Europa League fixture. Now, I've reviewed the players' performances. I've given my general thoughts in regards to the game. But me, you guys already know, always coming up with something else that I should be talking about and letting my mind ponder. So let me crack on with some additional thoughts I have directly off the bat of this game. First and foremost, I'd like to speak about Socrates. We all like, come on, man. Like, I watch a fair bit of Bundesliga. I said how many times that he's an okay defender. He's all right, but if we're honest with ourselves, prior to him coming to the club, he's not the sort of centre half you was looking at to come into the club to better our defence. He's not one you really would have bought, and he is not really. Okay, football's fickle. It's not all about names, but it's not really a name to galvanise if he's linked with your club. That's no disrespect to him. Um, Credit where it's due. Couple times this season he looked shaky, but for me, within the last two games, especially, and I said it in my game review of Newcastle, I was very impressed with how he performed, and I was in, obviously the level of opposition as well. I'm not gassing it. It's hardly playing against Manchester City and shutting out Sane and Sterling and them sort of players. But you can only play what's in front of you. And today, is again, for me, he was solid. He mopped up, but for me, is especially in regards to the tackles, man. He was like a Fed essentially. Like he was just all he needs to do is a radio and get Sierra Oscar, and he was just nicking people. Like last ditch challenges, passing. It looks so much better on the right hand side as well. For me, if we keep it trill, 100. If you're a good defender, then I 100% believe it doesn't matter if you play on the right or left within reason. Because I say this because yes, Terry probably say he prefers playing on the left. To be fair, he looked better on the left in my opinion of recent years. He might even prefer the right. Yes, Tony Adams, Sol Campbell, Rio Ferdinand, Vidic, all of these, Puyol, all of these hard centre halves, great centre halves would probably prefer to play on a certain side, but it didn't really make a dramatic difference. But obviously Socrates is not cut from that cloth. On the left hand side of the centre half pairing, he looks a bit awkward. He holds it up and clearly he done all right there against Newcastle. But when he gets the ball, he's not assured of himself as he was today on the right hand side. He's trying things. His first touch is so much better and things like that. Obviously, Holding is decent on the left hand side, but it remains to be seen how much Holding will feature in the Premier League. So we can't really say that's a partnership we might see on Sunday. But I feel Socrates had a good game, and maybe with Koscielny returning and possibly pairing up with him on the left hand side, that can be an okay partnership at least in regards to just seeing out the season or whatever, man. So yeah, Torreira, I can't not speak about Torreira. Lovely player, lovely on the ball. At times I felt he was a bit too deep next to the centre halves, but lovely on the ball, committed in a challenge. Man's putting his face on the line for the team, literally. Lovely player. Really hope his injury or what looked like a little knock, which he soldiered on playing with. Really hope it's nothing serious. Really hope he don't swell up tonight. Really hope he starts on Sunday because we need that, man. Good competition in midfield between Guendouzi and Torreira and whatever Xhaka's currently bringing to the team because his form suggests he probably shouldn't be in the lineup, but he was alright against Newcastle. But yeah, man, hopefully Torreira starts in that. Holding gives away too many fouls for me, gets a bit tight, but you guys know I love Holding. He needs experience and can't understand why he hasn't gone out on loan if he's not going to feature this season. And we'll see a bit more into that. Game management's clearly a problem of ours again. I mean, late goals just being conceded against Newcastle, like it was against Newcastle. It was today. Two goals that didn't really need to happen if we're clutching at straws. We've got to fix up because they say we're in a winning position in the latter stages of the semi-finals of the Champions League, and at home we do the same thing where we think it's all us. Throughout the whole game, we probably didn't have to get out of first gear, and you could see a somewhat, I don't want to say arrogance, but for want of better words, a kind of arrogance in our play, especially in the dying numbers of the game. Standards dropped, passing quality wasn't quite there. It's good that we're trying things and stuff like that, but we're trying the wrong things, being a bit too excited and things. And it should read for 3-4-0 clean sheet. These players got to care about a clean sheet as much as they care about these fancy goals, man. But I think defending our whole approach as a football club, because the same mistakes you see at under 23 level, you see at first team. Same mistakes at first team, under 23. But it's nice to see us win. But I've really got nothing more to say, man. Just if I'm clutching at straws, should have kept a clean sheet. Game management kind of needs to improve in that regard. So yeah, man, we look forward to Sunday, guys. DG, I'm out, man. Let me not take up any more of your time.